Now, let's talk about your biggest enemy as a language learner. I want you to be aware of this enemy, so every time you face him, you can look him deep in the eyes and conquer him. The biggest enemy of a language learner is perfection. Perfection is your biggest enemy because it holds you back from pushing forward. The more you know about Korean, the easier it is for you to know more about Korean. And therefore, our goal is to push you as quick as possible to the state where you know Korean. Our brain consists of a neural network, and one neural is connected with several other neurals. They can be more or less. So when you start learning a new language and a completely new vocabulary, then there's no connection because you don't know anything similar, and that's why it's super hard to learn your first words in Korean. But later, it's super easy for you to learn a vocabulary because you can connect them with several other neurals. One new neural can be connected with several other neurals immediately. And I'm gonna explain you this very practically now. I started here in my vocabulary trainer all words with jog. And there's one word called jog, which means miracle. So this word consists of two syllables, ki and jog. And if you don't know one of those syllables in the beginning, you have to learn both syllables. You have to learn the syllable ki and the syllable jog. And the beautiful thing about a language is that syllables come over and over again in other words, like a déjà vu. They reappear all the time, the syllables, the same syllables. But when you start a new language, then you have not only to learn the word, but also the syllables. So what I mean by that is that I take the syllable jog, which is here. It means enemy. So if you learn this word first, enemy jog, then you have a neural. And then when you come later to the word miracle with ki jog, it's so much easier to learn this word because you already know one self. You already know jog, the second self. So basically, you just have to learn the first self, ki. You already know jog. And also you can create like a story in your mind with ki jog with an enemy and a miracle, you know. It's so tremendously, exponentially more easier to learn this word, ki jog, when you know jog before. So what I want you to do now is that when you start coming across something that is hard for you to remember, let's say a vocabulary, a new vocabulary, you repeat it over and over again and you can't remember it. Don't worry, forget about it. Forget about it for now. Because later, when you have more knowledge in Korean language, you can always come back to this vocabulary and it will be so much easier for you to learn it. So I really want you to stop being perfectionistic and let it go. If there's something you don't remember, you don't care. Because secondly, also, someone doesn't know what you don't know. So it just holds you unnecessarily back to learn something over and over again, which is just difficult for you to connect with your current knowledge. So that's for this lesson. Stop being perfectionistic. And if you understood this concept, let's go to the next one.